back to episode number 20 or 21 or 22 or whatever the hell episode this is.
I believe it's 20.
It's 20, I think. Miguel always corrects me on that. So.
It's 20. As far as the way we've been numbering, it's
Big
20.
2-0.
It could have been wrong from the beginning. Could be like Jesus in BC. We don't know. He was actually born 4 BC or 4 AD. We don't know, but who knows? We're either episode 20 but we've been consistent since then.
All
right.
This conversation went south real quick.
Yeah, it just like said,
real.
fuck this shit.
The calendar was wrong.
We're going
I remember
south.
I learned that. Listen, I learned that in Catholic school. I think
we all learned that in Catholic school.
I think
some learned faster than others.
I don't know. Did we?
I don't know.
So I got a new
tonight's
new
stream
toy.
is brought to you by a backwards Nintendo.
Is it backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It flipped.
It's mirrored.
It's mirrored. It's all right.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Turn it upside down. Maybe it'll help.
What is this? A fucking amateur hour here?
Yeah, I know. I don't have the technology that you have in your house.
It's a stall clapper and it'll flip.
Right? Hold on. Yeah,
The all new Nintendo Switch 2. Do we care? Does anybody care? How much did that thing cost? $500?
About like $500 around there.
Well, you got the Mario Kart version, right?
I got the Mario Kart version. Only reason why I did it was for two reasons. I got it now.
It's Mario Kart.
Because this bullshit with this tariff, not tariff, who's paying for it, who's not paying for it. We all know we're paying for it. And I said, you know what? Eventually, I'm gonna want it. So let me just jump on it now before it becomes like a fucking $700 system that I'm not gonna get. So that's the reason why I bought it. But then I realized and I said, hey, let me go ahead and also get the Mario Kart version. At least I'm gonna get one game. Every single game that came out, it's like I own it on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 or on the Switch. So it's nothing, no new launch title except that one for myself was worth it. I probably played like 2 games if I was able to today. Long day at work, didn't get a chance to do it. But here's
what games?
Mario Kart.
You said 2 games.
No, I said I only got to play 2 games of Mario Kart.
Oh, of Mario Kart.
Yeah. So this is the. Does it wake up?
It looks like a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, actually, it looks more like the.
Oh, there it is.
Stream Deck.
Yeah,
it's the screen. The screen's bigger though, right?
Yeah, the screen is.
I'm about to say it looks bigger.
And now the controllers are, believe it or not.
Yeah, just magnets. Which
which is it feels good.
All right, I'll buy it. Fuck it, I'll buy it.
That's what she said.
Costco had them like on sale, and I called my brother. I was like, "Hey, should I just buy it?" Well, not on sale, but they had it
$20 off.
For sale. You mean for sale, not on sale.
Yeah, for sale, but they were it was not bad. It was like $5.50, and they were like they bundled up something else with it. Their Pro controller.
That's just convincing of Miguel buying something that expensive I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think
the problem is if I see it at Costco and it's available, I may just fucking do it.
They should just rebrand to Kirkland. People buy it.
So this is the
Probably.
Switch Pro Controller 1, right?
Yeah. I love that controller, by the way. It was a great controller.
This one, they just added now the back pedals here.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So you could map it to what you want. So I ended up getting it. And
Stop talking about this.
The good thing about it is that this is compatible to the Switch too. So like you don't necessarily need to get this. But I just felt like because of this controller, like.
Can you map one of the buttons to DoorDash where it can just like deliver
order your food or something?
Deliver those things that you get from 7-Eleven late at night.
So
hit it and it orders it right to your door.
So I wish, right? So I ended up buying, right? So like it comes with 256 gigs of space.
That's it.
Yeah. So you have to buy now the new SD Express cards, right? So they're totally different from what
of course it is.
OG does. So my brother, he says, hey, here's a 512 like ONN own, right? I think that's the Walmart brand of like
it is.
Of it. It was like for $64.
Sounds
and I was
slow.
like, but if I want to buy, if I would buy like a Samsung or SanDisk or something like that, it's like $100 for 512. I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. But I forgot I pre-ordered 256 gig at Best Buy because everything was sold out, and I was like, hey, at least I have double the space because everything you have to do is downloaded. Like,
why were you in a rush to get more space when you have one game?
Well, the thing was,
it's a good question.
The new cartridges, like if I want to take like Mario Odyssey, right? it upgrades
Mhm.
it to HDR, VRR supported, and it spruces off the graphics. But I gotta download that content into the drive. So all
Yeah,
like even Zelda, for an example, right? Zelda's graphics gets bumped up. It gets now like I think more than 60 frames per second on the device, or up to 120 frames per second.
we'll see
So,
about that.
but all that is downloaded. It's gonna get
Mhm.
filled really quick. And then if you notice,
Well, I don't know how much space those Nintendo games take up, but either way, why were you in a rush to get
well, I ended up getting it because I said, "Hey, fuck it, I'm not gonna go. I am not gonna
FOMO
pass."
King?
Yeah,
The FOMO King.
I'm not gonna get past the
Too soon.
the 512, and then when I went to pick it up last night, I was like, "Oh shit, I pre-ordered this," and I'm like, maybe I should just return it. I just
Yeah, you
grabbed
should.
it. I mean, I got 60 days to return, so I'm gonna end up returning the SD card. I'm not gonna need it, so I kept the 512. So I have about 700 and what is it, 760 something gigs of space
But
on the drive.
you have to swap them, right? You can't have multiple SD cards loaded in the system.
Right. No, you have to swap them every time you want to do it. But it comes to the point now
They
because
get space on the fucking
be-
cartridges
because
you're buying.
because Nintendo did this new thing.
Yeah.
There's only certain games that have the full game on a 64 gig card, and then now they have something called a game key. So it's basically an empty disk that you put it into the Switch, and it says, "Oh, wait, we got to download this content," and it's going to be 100 gigs, and you're going to download it. So
Better not be 100 gigs for a Nintendo Switch game.
What is this?
Well-
Warzone? What's happening here?
Seriously.
So
Seriously.
I was just reading some articles, and people were saying that if Microsoft keeps to what it promised to the FTC, Warzone should be making his
They will
debut.
not.
I know that, but Warzone should be making his debut to Switch 2 because it will be able to handle it because of the the AI bullshit that they're utilizing. Because Cyberpunk, if you ever see one, Cyberpunk
Microsoft
came
has
up-
AI? Since when?
Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's the
Well, they are.
DLS from Nvidia.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So because of that,
Wait, but this is not. It's an NVIDIA chip in the Switch?
yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's
and
the Tegra.
and ready? No. The fucked up thing about this, that chipset that it has today, it was from 2021. So it's
Yeah,
not
of
even
course.
it's not even a new chipset that we have from like 2025.
Well, there's not enough chips
Oh,
in the
no.
new one, so it's
They're
they,
using
they
So-
can't make they can't make
so-
enough.
And
so
they don't want them. They want to make profit on every system too. Nintendo doesn't sell at a loss. Their systems.
But they were never known for state of the art stuff. They always they never really
Well,
pushed graphics though.
No, they had
No, they were Super Nintendo and N64 were.
I'm talking
cutting
about
edge.
modern, like more like from
Yeah,
Wii
that's what I mean.
onwards.
No,
Yeah,
since
Yeah.
since GameCube. GameCube already was behind. I feel like
yeah.
compared to Xbox, right? Because Xbox.
But that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Xbox
It's
and
like,
PS2.
I don't see them using the latest and greatest like Xbox and PlayStation will. So
because
so
they're
these
better. They're more about the games.
These
Yeah.
graphics are being like rated as like PlayStation 4 graphics, which is not that bad.
Hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, what games are you going to be playing with? Like in a portable manner? Like you're right, like all the Mario games,
Yeah,
the
but I
Zelda
dock that
games,
shit.
and the Zelda games and shit like that. The dock,
Yeah.
I haven't even the dock is still in the box. I haven't even had a chance to set it up anywhere. I just played it on handheld, and the screen it's not even OLED, but the screen is really nice. Like when you guys come over
It's
the
not OLED.
no, because you know why, right? You know why?
because
Come on,
it'll
we all know
be 850 if it
that.
was.
No, because they're gonna wait 2-3
They're gonna,
years,
yeah.
and they're gonna
Yeah,
be like,
but,
"Oh, we have a refresh version
So the
of it."
Switch 2.5 will be OLED.
Right.
hmm
Right.
Probably. I'm surprised it ain't OLED.
I mean, the cool thing about it, right? It does
It's
have
still expensive. I mean, I know it's cheap. It's gotten cheaper, but OLED's
So
still
the-
kind of
the-
pricey.
so it has a USB-C on top, and then it has a USB-C in the bottom.
Does that work with the old docks? No,
No.
probably not.
No.
Mm.
So you have to
Of
use
course
it.
not.
Now I do want to try. I am gonna try. So I have one of these docks. I don't know if you guys that has like HDMI, and then you put the USB-C here, and then you could charge anything you want on here. I'm gonna give this a try to see if it works portable. But I ended up buying a D brand.
Fuck
And
two brands.
I know. And after I ordered it, and I was like, hold on. I was like, didn't Miguel order a case and it never fucking showed up or didn't show up on time? So I ended up.
Dude, what happened with them is I ordered a case last year before I went to Japan, like more than a month before I went, and I didn't realize it was like a pre-release. So I emailed them and said, "Hey, is this going to get released and sent to me before this date?" literally never responded to my email. Never, their customer service never responded to me. It didn't come in time. It came like 3 months later.
What brand was this
And it-
again?
D-brand.
Fucking D brand.
D brand.
So I ended up
We will take your money.
right.
Just
So I
sponsor
ended
us.
up pre-ordering it, right? But I ended up after I did it and everything, I'm like, hold on, I forgot to ask you if that was the case because it is a pre-order, right? And it
Yeah.
does come with a travel dock, right? So I was like, oh, okay. So it came in free. I paid $60 for the grip and all this stuff to cover the Switch. I was like, oh, it has a travel dock, which is great. And then I ended up buying the travel case. So like if I go to your house or I go to Lewis's house, I could bring it with me and I could,
You're not welcome
bring
here.
it. Fuck you. You know what? Next time I know I'm just gonna walk in your house.
You said they go right to your hot tub.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go walk in your house.
He's like,
Now-
I'm not here for you. I'm here for your hot tub. Fuck you.
Hell yeah, right. I'm gonna pee in your hot tub. Hey,
Well,
did you
I
guys
already beat you
also? Did you guys hear about what happened in New York, Staten Island, with the whole bunch of switches? The freaking idiots
heard this.
stapled.
No.
Imagine you getting okay. So what instead of like in Best Buy, I'm not gonna show this, but they put like a sticker on on the
Pre-order.
Switch, the pre-order.
Yeah.
Fucking people in GameStop in New York, they were stapling it into the box. Now, when I got my Nintendo Switch, the monitor or the screen was up this way, so it wasn't this way; it was this way. So they stapled it onto the screen. So when they opened it up and unpackaged it, they had two little staple marks on top of the screen. And
Bro, how close do they keep it to the box of the
Like,
Switch? Though?
what kind of
That's
shit
shit.
packaging is this?
That's
Why?
shit packaging too.
Yeah.
though.
Why is the packaging so thin?
so like I don't know if you could see it. So like
I guess they want you to like as soon as you open the box, they want you to
want-
like see the beautiful screen.
yeah. So like it was literally right on top. And I was like, I looked at a few pictures and I'm like, man, I feel bad for that employee because they're gonna get fired.
Mhm.
And number two, they're gonna it's gonna end up they're gonna have to replace all those switches. So they're gonna have to go back and they're gonna have to get a new switches. Whoever was gonna get it next, that's it.
Okay, $1 million question. How many fucking switches did they do this to?
What I saw about
Every single one?
I saw a few of these people, like more than 10. I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm literally
Beautiful.
on Miguel.com, aka Reddit.com, trying to find it so I could.
Old.reddit.com.
Yeah. So it's yeah. So like I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, tomorrow I think the girls. I told the girls tomorrow we could end up playing some of it probably in the backyard. See how it goes. I ended up buying because I ended up buying another Joy-Con thing. And
Why don't you just buy another Pro controller?
Well, I already have two, right? The
Oh, yeah, that's
original and
true.
the other one could play. So I don't mind the Joy-Cons,
I don't like it.
but it's not something that I would play the games with. Like I rather if I want to play a game, I want the Pro controller because it's just a better feel. But when we play like Mario Kart up to 4 people, the kids will be able to play. So yeah, that's my experience. I mean,
How was the new Mario Kart? How was the new Mario Kart? You played it?
Oh, it is freaking pretty good. Like you could tell it's more detailed, right? Obviously than what it is. You could see some more detailing. The game is about the same shit. Nothing really changes. It's just
Well, it's
now
open
more,
world now, though.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
is.
the whole big thing.
It is. And I was playing it, and the vibration felt great. The
I bet it
steering,
did. No comment. He's like, oh yeah.
Were you in my room when I was playing it?
No, I saw you on the camera.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So like it is really good. Like I think I honestly think we'll have fun when we play it. So when you guys come over, we'll have a little tournament on Mario Kart. But other than that, it's like, do I recommend any other game? Like how many times can you own Cyberpunk, right? If you
I don't
own
even know it.
it,
I don't know it
right,
at all.
right. But the thing is, I have it for PS5, and I
Mhm.
inherited it. I inherited it on the PlayStation 4. It was given to me, so like I have 2 copies, and I'm like, I don't even play it. So it's like,
You could play Fortnite or Minecraft or something on there.
yes, you can play. I did see you could download Fortnite on there, but I refuse to do it because
I don't even like
I don't-
playing
I
on
don't-
PC.
yeah.
Never mind that.
yeah, it's
It
not
wasn't that bad. I don't know why we stopped.
Eh.
Yeah, it was it.
I'd rather play Delta Force or something. I don't know. There's other
I forgot about
games.
Delta Force. I completely forgot we ever played Delta Force.
We as soon as Verdansk dropped, we're like, I think it's still
Yeah.
beta. Is it still beta? I don't even know.
Probably.
I know they keep releasing updates that's in our Discord server. So they're actively managing it and updating it. So that's a good sign.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna play it again probably in the rest of my life. So, how about the new
Cool.
Battlefield?
So real quick, I just saw that they just hacked the Switch 2 already.
That was quick.
I mean, if they really,
So
I mean,
so
it's a
just
2021 processor, so they probably, you know.
so well, that's the problem. They there was this Chinese content creator that actually bought on the Chinese market a dead board and took it apart and was able to see everything, and then they determined what kind of CPU it is using, and a lot of people started backtracking it, reverse engineering a lot of the stuff. And I did see one video. I don't know if you guys heard of the MIG, right? It's that cartridge that you put in with an SD card, and it basically you can cycle through all the Switch games.
Mm-hmm. You got a
Um,
guest. Look at this. Ed is a consummate professional. Phone's going off.
Is
Guests coming in the room.
the on air light on? What's going on here? Someone's ignoring the sign.
regardless,
Oh,
they're always
another
gonna, they're always gonna ignore it. It's like it's
Mm.
funny. I could be here and no one will walk in, and then all of a sudden they'll hear quiet or they hear me talking, and they'll just walk in, and then they'll sit there.
Are you having an earthquake? What is happening over there?
right? Like
I-
the whole thing.
Everything's swaying. What the
Yo,
what the fuck?
Marcus ran into
Hurricane Marcus.
He just ran into me, and I hit the. I hit the.
Oh, that was like
That's-
the reverb was shaking back
Yeah,
and forth. Jesus
it-
Christ,
it-
that went on
this is-
forever. I'm
this
like,
is-
what the
this
fuck?
is this is the thing that just throws me off. Like, they know that every Thursdays I do a podcast from 8 or sorry from 9 to whatever.
That's
right?
the time to come in and bug you, though.
And that's the time. But now on a Wednesday,
Yep.
nothing. On a
Oh.
Friday, nothing. On
Mhm.
a month, like every other day, they don't. It's a real rare. But on a Thursday, they have to come in, and then they have the audacity to sit there and look at me, like look, just be there looking like this, like if I'm doing something wrong, and like they feel like they have to tell me something, and it's like, what, girl?
It's like I came in like, I gotta poop. Can you help?
Kids, eh?
Mm.
Worst.
Have
Worst.
kids, they said. Mm-hmm.
So back what I was saying, that MIG, it's called the MIG switcher. So basically, you would put like an SD card, and then you could back up your own content or your own discs, and you put it there, and you could just shift with it. I saw a video that they put it into the Switch 2, and it started
Mhm.
playing regular Switch games without an issue.
Well, I feel like last time most people just ended up running Switch games on the PC anyway.
Right. And what I'm just trying to say is that
Not most
if
people. some.
if this is already happening, that means that we're gonna see a Switch 2 emulator soon out because it's the same code.
What CPU is in that again? Is that an ARM? What is that thing?
Is it Tegra? Yeah, it's an ARM. Is it
It is an
Tegra
ARM. Okay.
231 or something like that? 239.
Yeah, they'll probably have something soon, if not already.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of Nintendo types things, I'm going to do a quick aside. Last year, I purchased this, which is a power bank that's kind of reminiscent of the old Super Nintendo, well, the Famicom version, right? Battery backup from Ioneo, retro power bank. It has been less than a year. I was charging it, started smelling like burning plastic, and died.
Isn't that a
And
feature?
I wrote to them, and the answer they gave me was, "Oh, that really sucks. That has no warranty. That has
Like-
no
Like
warranty.
none at all? Not even like a 90-day or 1 year?
It just says there's no warranty."
Wow.
Now, 90 days, obviously, it's outside of it, but it's a
Still,
power bank. It's a
not
power
to
bank.
ask for like a serial number or something to confirm warranty, something.
No. He didn't get none of that stuff. I mean,
Yes.
it is.
I would never buy any Ioneo product ever again now, just because of that. Just because of that email. No
Yeah.
warranty on a product you sell.
And what kills me is that you're trying to push a product and you can't if you don't back it. I mean, think about it. Would you ever buy something again from that manufacturer? The answer is no. If you
And
don't
you're
back
not
it, you
They're
don't
not
get it.
buying, not buying the Neo Portable. They have
And you're
they
not
make
going to
portable.
recommend it to anybody. You're going to talk shit about it on your podcast and
Post it on the internet and say,
post it all over the internet
"Oh,
and be like, "Fuck
so-
that company."
So real quick, going, so I actually went on a midnight launch, right? So let me give you my experience. Like Miguel, you and I, we used to do this, right? Many years ago for the console launches, we would go out there, have a good time, and get it. So I was like, I brought my daughter with me. It was like a nostalgic moment because it's like, hey, we used to do this all the time to get consoles. This is what we used to go through. But we had a pre-order, so there was a pre-order line, and then there was a line. Now, where I was at, I don't know if you guys know in Seahawk is where the Best Buy is at.
Old Tops.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
it used to be Tops.
yeah. So no. They moved.
They moved again?
Yeah.
Best
so
Buy?
you remember where Toys R Us and Best Buy used to be? Where there was like a mall. I think it was called Mill Creek Mall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
where the
destroyed
shopping
it.
shop is.
Yeah. Well, they destroyed it, right? And they made like a straw. Like there's a Bob's, there's an Ashley
Yeah.
Furniture Burlington, and then there's a Best Buy, and then there's a Kohl's. So
Oh. I didn't know they
So-
moved it.
So where the Best Buy is, it was on the right hand side if you're facing forward, right? So on the right hand side was all the pre-orders. So maybe there was like 15, 16 people in front of me. And then behind me, there was like another 30 people, right? And then on the other side, I had my daughter go to, it's like, hey, why don't you go check how far it went? She's walked to the Kohl's side and she walked halfway through Kohl's and she said she stopped because the line wrapped around the Kohl's. So it's, Kohl's is a huge
Jesus.
store, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, holy crap, how much how many stock did they have? Like they must
Yeah.
have a lot of shit in here. And I was just talking with people. You know how it is, right? When you're already there, you make friends with people that are there, just talking about the system, talking about other shit. And everyone was like, yeah. And then as people were starting to come in the line, they're looking at both lines. About like at least 20 to 30 people sat on our line that did not have a pre-order, and they were just sitting there thinking that they were going to beat
Oh boy.
the other people, right? And then like maybe about 30 minutes passes by, and someone asks like, hey, this is for pre-orders, right? And he's like, yeah, okay. And then the Best Buy lady came up screaming, okay, people on your right, this is all pre-orders. That means you have your pre-orders ready to go. And if you don't have a pre-order, you got to go to your left. And the same guy that said yes, he was like, oh, I didn't know that. I've been here for 30 minutes. She's like, well, you're gonna have to make the line over there. He had to go all the way around through the back, right?
Damn.
So it was like about like 20 to 30 people that had to do that.
At that point, just leave. Why bother?
So
Yeah.
when they came
Yeah.
out, they had a stack of papers, and I'm like, holy shit! Like it looks like they had like over 50 plus consoles. I'm like, that's fucking pretty good. That they actually prepared for it. So they went on there, they started giving the line, giving the paper. I just didn't care anymore. And then like maybe about like 20 minutes into it, I just start seeing cars leave. And then mind you, it's like 11:45, and you have like another 20 cars show up. And they're like, I'm like, what are these people thinking? Like they're gonna mysteriously walk in here and no one's gonna get the Switch 2. Like
Maybe their car gets rejected.
right. So I think people
they're
stay.
like, it's just
People
a
stay
Switch
for that.
too. Why is there so many people here?
Right. Like
That's
it's
what
like
they're thinking.
so we ended up getting in there. I ended up buying a few accessories that had a shitload of things. So like they stocked it well. Like I think if
Nintendo said they would.
if hold on.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's doing quality control. He wants to test it.
Yeah. If the amount of people that were there, I think a good 50 to like 80 people that didn't have pre-orders got the console, and then they had a shitload of copies of
Shit.
everything. So it was pretty good. Now, mind you, I went to the GameStop by
I wonder
where.
if they're trying to scalp it.
No, it is
Oh, okay.
horrible. It's horrible.
It would be
market.
horrible to scalp. Good. Good.
It is so flooded. I mean,
Well,
look at
that amount of inventory, like, it's gonna be. It's like, what's the
Good.
point?
I think they did it more because of the because of the tariffs, they're trying to bring.
Yeah.
Actually, people are trying to sell this. Let me see sold. Let's see what sold is. Completed sold. $700, 628.
That's people who just don't want to
650
go
at
to the
59,
Yeah.
don't want to go to the store, I guess.
640, 600, 685. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like if you buy something for $500, after the fees and all that and shipping and all that shit, what are you gonna make? $80 off of it, if that.
Yeah. Good.
Barely.
So
Boy.
what an idiot! Someone actually sold the empty box for $15.
Well, guess it's worth it, I guess. I don't know.
If you hold
One
on to it and
box.
get one used later, I guess you can combine the two. I don't know.
So yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, I had an opportunity that night from Sam's Club to buy a console, and then when Costco went live, I had an opportunity to buy it again, and I was like, if that was that simple, I already knew that I did a good thing about buying it just for it, but it wasn't worth to flip it or not.
Yeah. It's not a 5090. There's really no point.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm hopeful that, for me is I'm hopeful, and if it happens, if Warzone is able to even show up on this, is for me, it's like because one of
You would play Warzone on there? You would actually play Warzone on there?
if I'm traveling, let's just say I'm going somewhere,
Hmm.
and I could hook up a keyboard mouse to it. Why not?
Well, I thought the Joy-Con is a mouse.
Exactly. All I need is a keyboard with it, and the Joy-Con is a mouse,
Wait,
so I'll be able to play.
what do you mean it's a mouse?
You can use it as a mouse.
Yeah,
Like you could
Joy-Con.
put it on the
So-
desk and it'll
Yes.
Yeah.
really?
Yes. Yes.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
This one right here, there's like a little cover that goes on top of it, and you use it as your mouse.
Hmm.
Like that.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Lewis is intrigued now.
No.
Can I run ChatGPT? Can I run ChatGPT on it?
No.
Can I run
No.
Can I run an LLM on this?
No.
What can I run on this?
It'll run like shit. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Anybody watching is thinking about that. Don't do it.
No,
So-
I don't think anybody's
Need more
thinking about it.
horsepower.
So Nintendo released like a long-awaited GameCube controller, like a wireless GameCube controller, because now they have it in their
The shop.
Elevation, the shop, right? So you can play the games, and that shit is $64, and that shit's been selling out like crazy. I just looked at how much they're going for. They're going for an average of about $140.
I don't understand this world anymore. Or for a long time, I haven't.
And I happened to get it for $65 because it was available.
Hacks.
I would. Well, I probably would have done the same thing if I was there.
No, I didn't buy it. I ordered it straight from. You only could order it straight from Nintendo. They
Oh,
don't-
okay.
So Best Buy, no one else was gonna have it but Nintendo, or you go to the Nintendo store
Hmm.
in New York.
Mm.
They'll have it.
I'm gonna buy it in Japan.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Wait, when are you going again? What's it? Did you actually pick the dates yet or no?
I didn't pick the dates, but it's gonna be like the week of September 15th.
Oh, a little bit early.
You hear that, chat?
He's abandoning us. Are you gonna be doing the podcast straight from Japan?
We'll see. Probably.
So,
I mean,
Chat.
we'll
We
get to
told him
Japan
to bring a.
at 10 AM, though.
We told him to bring a GoPro to videotape his exploits in Japan, and then we can do a special edition episode.
Secrets.
Maybe
Nah. You can just watch me eat ramen every day.
go to the
He's gonna-
Nintendo store in Japan.
He's gonna
I did last
he's gonna be singing that song. I'm turning Japanese.
Lame.
Too
No.
soon. Too soon.
Negative.
Boom. Boom.
Boo. Boo. Too soon.
Anyway,
He says no.
in happier news. In happier news.
Oh boy. It's been a very interesting day in news, and
Couldn't be
yeah,
better. Couldn't
I
be a
mean,
better day.
I mean, I think we were all talking about this for quite some time. We all saw it coming, and now it's all unfolding.
Boyfriend and girlfriend are no more. The president and
No.
co-president have separated.
But wait, which
Elon-
one was the actual president? I thought Elon was the president.
Well, I don't know. Well, the Heritage Foundation is the actual president, but
Oh, what is this? Trading places?
Elon and Trump
Don't
has
say it.
finally started to feud.
It
As
bro-
we
it
could
broke
all,
my heart.
as anybody with any kind of sort of intelligence, which obviously nobody who voted for Trump has that, could see this coming a mile away. There was no way these two narcissistic pieces of human fucking filth were ever going to get along indefinitely. And now Elon has posted the unthinkable. Trump and Epstein. Something that we all knew and MAGA denied. Now their other MAGA savior has said that he has been in the Epstein files, and that's why he hasn't released them. Because remember, Trump said day one. He only said day one he'd do a lot of things and did almost none of them. He's going to release those Epstein files. He never did. And Elon has said because he's in them, which speaks a lot also
Well,
to
we
Elon's
know he's on the
endorsement.
plane logs. So,
The flight logs.
Yeah, we know
but,
that.
You know, and then they
What
excuse that
else?
like, oh, well, what else? You know, Elon is whatever he found in his literally scouring of all of our federal files when him and his Doge team. So if he has something, let's see if he actually puts it out. Probably he doesn't have anything because he's an idiot. But it's enough for him
Tell
to
us
just
how you
say
really
that.
feel.
He's an idiot. And I don't want to hear, well, he's got more money than you. Shut the fuck up. Doesn't mean anything. He's still a fucking idiot. I hate that stupid argument.
But he's a rich idiot.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of rich idiots.
Mhm.
You're an idiot if you like. He literally cost himself how much money endorsing Trump for no reason. Like his businesses were doing great.
all his businesses failed, and mysteriously he turns around. It's like I gotta, I'm leaving because everything's
Yeah.
going well. Bullshit.
Well, you got to look at the glass half full kind of thing, right? There's a really good sales going on for Tesla cars. Looking to save a buck or 10,
Buy one get free. Get one free.
maybe.
Interest-free financing. They do have that. No interest.
I only say this because two of employees at work ended up getting them, and one lives in Florida. So go figure. I'm like, why are you buying this?
Loser.
I'm like, why are you buying this? That's like, oh, because it was $15,000 off. They all plummeted in price. I'm like, oh, I knew they went down, but I know they went down by that much.
Yeah,
Like, Jesus
15
Christ.
grand. That's a lot.
He's gonna offset that entire cost with insurance costs.
But I don't know. I think that's
selling them.
or keying the shit out of it.
Mhm.
I don't know if that was the EV. I'm guessing the EV mandate was still included. The
It's still
discount.
included now. I'm pretty sure.
I think
until
it's
the
still
bill,
included.
until the bill passes. The EV
Yeah.
mandate is still in
He's
effect.
trying to get rid of it, and that's what makes it sound like part of this feud was that he was getting
But
rid
it's
of it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what Trump claims. But Elon has been on record saying he wants to get rid of the EV mandate because it's no longer helping him. He wanted it when it was helping his company. Now that it's helping competitors, he's not so much. It's whatever works for him. But I want to get back to my point about the Epstein list.
Don't you stop him.
How is he going to sit there and act like, well, Trump's in the Epstein guy? Like, you knew that the entire time, and yet you endorsed him. So what does that say about you, you piece of shit?
He's an MC guy.
Listen,
So what type of drugs do your boy use? Ketamine.
he's a ketamine guy.
Yeah.
I heard he shits his pants now. Same as Trump.
What's wrong with that?
Bosom buddies.
Same as Trump.
Bosom buddies shitting their pants together.
Well, they have stock in Depends, so I mean, maybe we should invite Elon to be on our podcast. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm gonna. You know what, chat? As soon as we end stream, I'm gonna email Elon a link to our podcast, and I'm gonna invite him on. See if he responds.
Yeah,
I will let, just for entertainment of you guys, pure entertainment. We're going to let Miguel do the interviewing for him.
Did you see the interview when he was on CNN and they were supposed to interview him about? Well, the interviewer was told all topics are allowed. This is before the fallout, and then he asked.
Recently, like today?
No,
Okay.
like a few days ago.
Okay.
Or a week ago, something like that. And they tried to ask him about like, hey, what do you think about Trump's tariffs? How has it affected your business? Hey, what about Trump wants to eliminate like
batteries.
foreign students? And he's like, weren't you a foreign student? He's like, I don't want to talk about that. No, I just want to talk about SpaceX. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I was told that.
He immigrated from Canada, so
Yeah, illegally, by the way. He was an illegal immigrant, but one of the good ones because, pale motherfucker.
Is that a dig against white boys? I'm offended.
I mean, I'm pale as fuck. Look at this. I look like a goddamn ghost.
I can make myself more
Huh?
pale. There we go.
So what do you
In
think?
latest news, Steve
Go ahead.
Bannon has said we should deport Elon Musk, which I honestly Could
I'll
not
say
think
it.
of a funnier thing. If he gets rounded up by masked ICE agents, I don't think I could stop laughing. I think if physically for the rest of my life, I just could not stop smiling if that happened. If
Can
there was
you-
video of him getting fucking put on the ground and I have to hear "I can't breathe" from Elon Musk, I'm gonna fucking die laughing.
Can you carry around a GoPro so when that does happen, you can get this on video? We could just make like an animated GIF of you just keeling over and dying laughing like so goddamn hard. Is that possible?
I would die a happy man. The last thing I see was Elon Musk getting assaulted by masked ICE agents and has to go to fucking El Salvador. Oh, it would be the greatest. The only thing that would make it better is if Trump was right along with him. That would be great.
Tell us
Mm.
how you really
Mm-mm.
feel.
Well, I would like to be able to come. Well, I actually don't want to be able to come back in the country, but I will be leaving the country soon, and I'd like to get through customs cleanly, if that's possible.
Yeah, we might get the rubber glove treatment on the way back in with our cruise. I don't know. We'll see.
Don't care. Me was a good time.
So on that note, right, the whole tit for tat today was the threat from Trump about pulling Elon Musk's government contracts. And then what was it, like within 20-30 minutes, Elon fired right back and says, okay, I'm going to order our team to start decommissioning the Dragon capsules, which at this point, anybody knows, the USA doesn't really have much of a space program anymore. NASA's been gutted, and it's like a shadow of its former self. And these Dragon capsules are needed to go to and from the space station for both astronauts, for payloads. I think they're using them too to put satellites and other payloads into space.
Starlink. Tons for Starlink as well.
Well, yeah, but that's he can use that still internally. It's just not,
Well, he can use it as long as he has the approval of the United States government. Because you can't launch shit without the government approval.
Yeah, but then he could just move his operation somewhere else,
Yeah.
Mm,
to Canada.
Where?
Canada, Europe,
Mexico,
Russia.
Why would Russia he probably could, but anywhere else?
China.
Who would take him?
China.
I don't know.
I don't think China. Well,
first of all, what would actually happen if the US was smart is you'd literally just nationalize SpaceX and he can't take that shit anywhere. That's it. But they're not.
But it's against capitalism. They won't do that.
Exactly. Well, no. But here's the thing: you have to remember.
Not a Republican, and not with Republicans. They won't do that.
If Trump says it's in the best interest of the nation, they absolutely will fall in line, as they always do, because they have no beliefs. Their beliefs is just we want a king to call daddy, and that is whatever we have chosen Trump as our God king. So whatever he says is what is right. So if he's against Elon, like right now, it's a 50-50 battle I've noticed on the right wing side. Half for Trump, half for Elon. But whatever Fox News' talking points end up being will be who wins the fight.
Well, Kanye wants him to knock it off. He likes both of them.
So so it is something really, really interesting that happened. I don't know if I got to send that over to you, Miguel. There was this lady that took the mandate or the bill that they passed through the House, and then she asked ChatGPT to summarize it and give it what's its meaning. And it's basically ChatGPT, when I read it, and it basically said the Republicans are trying to dismantle democracy within.
Yeah, well, we know that. Right? Well,
trying
if you were smart.
Trying to do that authoritarian government.
Authoritarian, yeah. Listen, they're just repeating what Nazi Germany did. It's fucking obvious. We've been saying it forever.
Yeah, and it was
Project 2025. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
it's
fake news.
Yeah, it's gonna be fake news when half of the people are gonna be deported.
I honestly would love to be deported right now. Can I pick if I can pick my country, I'll be deported. Like I said. $5 million for U.S. citizenship. Why can't I sell my citizenship for $5 million? That's not fair. I would sell my citizenship in a fucking second for $5 million.
Wait, didn't they offer people to leave voluntarily, like $1,000 or some cheap shit?
Yeah, but that's for like
illegal immigrants.
So breaking. So I don't know.
Not enough, by the way.
I don't know if you've seen this, Lewis. The area around the area that we live, ICE has been spotted all over the spot, like, so they're flooding this area like crazy.
Yeah.
And the only reason how I knew was my daughter. She's like, Dad, oh my God, ICE agents were at my friend's house, and I was
You
like,
should start carrying your passport, Ed. Not that it's gonna matter
"It's not gonna
for
matter.
you.
I have my passport card with me, and I know once I take it out, they're not gonna listen to me. They're just gonna be like another colored person is gonna go back to his country. I'm like, what do you mean my country? This is my country. I don't know
And
no other
that's
country
when
but
you
this.
that's when you exercise your Second Amendment rights.
Oh hell yeah!
In case that
I
happens,
don't want to show it here so that
No, do not do that.
yeah, do not do that.
Do not do that.
I have a Nerf gun though. Can I show that?
That you can show. It's Nerf for nothing.
I mean, it's what's gonna happen. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. So Trump's gonna win because he has the ultimate playing card. He can he can just say SpaceX is now under NASA. He's not smart enough to play that card though. He has to be told to play that card by somebody that's
I don't
pulling
know.
his
They're
puppet strings.
Quote,
they're,
unquote
they're
smarter.
both kind of egotastic, and
Yeah.
I would say to an extent that Musk probably has a potentially louder microphone.
Yes, because
So
mm,
just from a social media standpoint, but
yes, but Trump has the ultimate like
and he's the richest guy in the world. Technically, he's got more money than Trump, but
was
I
the,
don't
well, the
know if it
richest
really
like,
matters.
officially the richest guy in the world. But
Well,
I'm sure I think Putin is
I'm-
actually richer.
at market close today, Tesla lost a lot of money, so maybe not anymore. We'll have to reevaluate that in the morning. I think they said it was close to like $1 trillion in terms of market loss or market capitalization.
The only thing is that the military is going to speak up and like they're not going to be like, "Hey, you're not shutting down SpaceX. Like, you're not crippling our defense because you're a fucking orange moron." So he only can go so far, but he still has the ultimate power because, again, he can have Elon deported or probably killed pretty easily. Elon can just mysteriously OD. He's already on countless drugs, so it
All
wouldn't
right,
be.
now we're talking about conspiracy theories.
I'm just saying he can do it. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but he's going to do it.
Oh boy, we're going down a slippery slope.
I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying that's probably going to happen. I don't think Elon is alive at the end of 2026. I'll be honest. He's too manic. He's too out of control. He's only got so much time left.
What do you mean? He'll be on his 20th kid by then. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we up to now? 15, 16?
Who knows?
I can't even count how many fucking episodes we have. I can't keep up with that guy.
How many women has he paid just to be able to?
He
fucking
took words out of my mouth.
What a loser.
They're like, "Oh, this is a pay raise for me. Like, I don't have to ever work.
Mm.
You're gonna pay me $100,000 a month just to stay
Imagine
here?
being the
Okay.
lawyer and having to draft that shit for the women like all the time. Like, hey, I need your kid, and
Hey, Miguel, Miguel, this is a squirrel moment. Costco has the Pro Controller 2 for $75, $10 cheaper.
Maybe I'll
It's
go
a
to
sign.
Costco tomorrow.
Is
Maybe
it
I'll go to Costco
is it
tomorrow.
Kirkland brand?
It's a Kirkland Pro.
Oh, Kirkland should fucking get on that. They should start making shit.
I would buy a Kirkland brick. They actually have been. I was watching an interview with the Costco CEO, and they have been thinking about getting into consumer electronics, but they're seeing in the way that would actually work for them.
So there's a rumor that on this week, let's see if it comes out during the Apple, their yearly bullshit that they, start saying they're going to do all this wonderful new technology for the iOS. Now, I think he's going to call 26 now. Like, that's like the new naming convention. They're using the year instead of a regular number. That they're gonna be game focused. So
There's
it's
a dog
gonna
in the
be,
background.
yeah.
Marcus,
I put the shot collar on. I'm hitting the shot collar button.
it's not working.
I'm telling you this right now, look.
dial up the voltage or
Look.
something.
Look, do you want to? We should invest into this new company that I'm going to make. It's going to be this thin layer shirt for kids, right? A very thin layer shirt, and then every time the kids do something wrong, it gives them a little zap. Nothing crazy, just enough for them not to move. Like just go.
That's gonna go over well. I was gonna say it's a terrible idea, but I honestly could see like the right wing really loving a shirt like this for discipline purposes. I honestly could see like, you know what, kids need this. Kids need more punishment.
I think they would only be on board if you could connect them so you can zap more than once at the same time.
Hey, it's limitation. First we get the funding for the first version.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
We
then-
need the beta versions to test. First.
Yeah. Then we'll do the multi version, which is a little bit more expensive.
A shock shirt.
No, it's like a thin layer, so it could get wet. They can never take it off though, but it could get wet.
They can never
Everything
take it off.
no. The whole point is,
Is your
It's just
saran wrapping
sewn in.
fit?
Like how does this work?
Hell?
how does this work? It's very
You
simple. You have an
wrap
app
this-
I
on
don't
your
think I wanna
phone.
know.
You have
I
an
don't think I
app on
wanna
your
know.
phone, right? And then you set it to like
This sounds like something
a
in
voice
Epstein
control,
Island.
right? You'd be like, "Hey, knock it off, knock it off," and then we say the third time, he just gives them that, "Zzz,"
Mm.
and they're not gonna cry. They're just gonna be like,
Oh, they're not gonna cry.
Are
Really?
No.
you talking
It's
about,
enough.
Like
Listen. It's enough to like say like, "Hey," and then they'd be like, and they're just not gonna say anything, right? So every time they hear that word, "knock it off,"
Oh my
they're
god.
not, they're gonna stop.
is this going to be used to also help Dieter invites to come over your house to play in your pool without your permission?
No. So what I'm thinking about the pool is having a layer inside of it, right, as the liner, and then it's off, right? So it's everything is good. But if there's people that don't want in the pool, I just hit a button and it shock the shit out of them. They can jump off.
That
There's
sounds
gonna
like
be
a
some dead
terrible
kids.
idea.
There's gonna be some dead kids. This fucking
Well,
guy.
you gotta tweak the setting somehow. I mean, just jump in
I
there
mean,
quick. Let
let
me
me
know if the
never
You
voltage
get a
is too high.
shock. You get a shock. We all get shocked.
I absolutely am never going into business with Ed. These are the ideas he comes up with. What the fuck is this shit?
You know, the sad thing is, everything you're saying probably exists already somewhere.
It probably does. It totally
Yeah.
does. It
Yeah.
totally does. I'm pretty sure
Go on,
someone.
Go on Alibaba. I'm sure it's
I
there.
think I saw it on sale on Temu. Maybe
Timu has it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a
it's a
little more
buy one
expensive
get
now.
ones. Yeah,
Buy three, get four free. Buy three, and you get like a dozen free. after
electrical
it.
shock may cause death. This is just FYI. So
No.
I see a
It's
disclaimer.
it's
No, it's a small
a
shot.
different. It's a small shot.
It's
It's
a
a,
small
it's a
shot.
zap. It's like a. Zzz.
Oh, it'll probably short out and catch on fire anyways.
Now that's why we have to do testing. A lot of testing.
Mm.
Well, listen, don't worry about it. We don't have regulations anymore.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh,
buyer,
that's
buyer
right.
beware.
That's
Caveat emptor. Buyer beware. You know what? It's not my. Sometimes shit happens. You know, bad luck.
We'll just
Yeah.
take the warning labels off everything. Let the problem solve itself. It's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine.
Or we
No more.
or we could just say like as is. You know when you buy a used car, and it says as is. No warranty.
Just say
no nothing.
no fucking warranty. No warranty.
They're like, fuck your feelings. That's all on you now. Buy another one.
Just have another kid. It's fine. It's
Right?
irreplaceable. There's no
That's
shortage.
it.
of them.
Right?
Wow.
So Miguel, circling back to your subject, who do you think is gonna win the feud? Daddy or mommy?
I mean, I'm hoping for mutually assured destruction. I'm hoping they take each other out somehow, but I do think Trump has the cards.
I think
can-
you should do like an old fashioned duel. Like, three paces turn and then whoever's left standing.
A sword
shits their
fight?
pants
A
first.
sword fight?
We
A
should
sword
bring
fight?
that back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's whoever shits their pants first wins.
Like a cage match. Like, yeah, whoever's last standing. That'd be, and then sell it on pay per view. Like, everybody in the world would want to see that.
So I'm just waiting when I wake up tomorrow because these two motherfucking drug addicts are going to be tweeting crazy shit overnight.
Oh, I can only imagine the shit we're gonna come
now,
come in the morning.
will Trump tweet it or will he Truth Social it? Because can he trust Elon can just tweet out fake shit under his name? He has access to that.
You think he'd
Yes.
you think he'd do that though?
Sky's the limit, bro.
I mean,
I don't know if
honestly,
he'd do that.
who knows?
Like to a
what that-
president, you're gonna
listen,
completely just
Listen,
like you're gonna shit on your whole platform by
Miguel,
doing something like that.
Miguel, what was the final number
know.
that Elon spent? Like 278 million or something like that.
So supposedly it was 300 million, but he owes 100 million still, apparently.
For Twitter.
But he's not getting that money now.
Right.
What is this? Wait, what is this
So-
for? They owe
So
for
no,
what?
so,
Campaign funding, basically.
campaign
Oh.
funding. So I think
Campaign
if
funding.
I think if he gets pissed off enough, he could funnel him back either an independent or freaking Democrat.
The
it
problem
could-
is he's toxic. Nobody wants. He cost them an election in Wisconsin. He's political poison. He's unlikable. He has no charisma. He's a fucking.
Well, he has no
weirdo.
he has no
He can't
personality.
He can't openly back anyone, or that candidate actually will probably lose points.
Right.
Independent. So that's what you're saying.
Independent.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't he the one that said we need a third political party?
He says a lot of things.
I thought he said.
There's
I
never
thought he tweeted that.
I just can't stand people. You are wasting your vote.
We already
Until you
have a
change
third
the
one.
voting- unless you have a change the voting system to pass first to away from first past to post voting, it is a waste of a vote to vote third party. I'm sorry. I know you guys all think you're having some principle stance voting for Jill Stein, another Russian asset, but it's a waste of a vote.
That's
But
I'm
just
sound
so
effects
excited.
from the podcast.
I'm just so excited.
I'll
to
take
see
that
what
to the
else
bank.
comes out. What will come out next? You know that the people in the back are like, guys, can you stop, please? You're both children. Trying to corral these two fucking infants before they do more damage to
This
each
is
other.
this is all scripted. This is part of the timeline, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all planned. I love the theories, the idiotic
they this
theories.
program in the Matrix. This is on autopilot. We can't control this. It's all in motion.
No, I love the idiotic theories. Oh, now the left wing is gonna love Musk again because he's trashing Trump. No, you moron. We can laugh that he's trashing Trump. I'm not buying a fucking Tesla just because he made some tweets about Trump. He's still a right-wing Nazi. I don't give a shit just because he's not friends with Trump anymore. He still is. He's still backed the Nazi party in Germany. He's still a detriment to society. He's still a piece of shit billionaire. He's not going to be loved by the left again. They're going to laugh at the fighting. But no, stop.
I really think we need him on this podcast. I'm gonna invite him. So
Yeah,
we can,
I don't even know why.
so he could talk to you about all these issues. Mano y mano.
I think if you do that, Miguel will probably never be your friend again.
If you actually had Dylan on the podcast, I would absolutely be fucking here. That's amazing. Nobody would watch it, but I mean, that we finally get some viewers. If you-
We would actually
Can you
blow up
imagine?
at that point.
Could
We would
you
go
imagine?
viral.
Elon is,
viral.
you know
We're
he's lost
all
his fucking
quitting our
mind.
jobs afterwards. That's
Dude.
it.
You know he's lost his fucking mind. It's like Elon's going on a podcast that has 26 subscribers,
No,
What
no,
the
we're
fuck
at 28.
is wrong-
We hit 28 today.
28 subscribers. What is he? What the fuck is he doing? Like,
What's the name of the podcast? Jersey. How do you spell that?
Jersey
What-
The
Shmediums.
absolute.
Who the
What's that
insanity of
podcast is
that.
about?
Everybody's gonna be misspelling the podcast, trying to Google
All our
it and
views,
shit.
all our views from freaking our old
50
podcast.
knockoff,
They'll
50
be
knockoff
like,
name podcast.
yeah. How was
got
it? New York Schmediums.
Will the real
You-
Jersey Schmedium please stand up?
Oh my god. Yeah. No. That the absolute insanity if something like that were to happen.
All right, let me work my magic. I gotta find his email address so I can get this email ready.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just so excited. I just can't wait to see what else comes out.
Wait,
But I
yeah,
just think Elon has Elon doesn't have any cards to play. Other than that, like he's not like going to reveal some secret information. He doesn't have it. He's just going to repeat what people on the left have said about both of them forever, and he's going to act like, can you believe this Epstein stuff? Like, bro, yeah, we can believe it. It's been news forever. You just
It's old news.
acted like it was fake news. It was fake news before, but now that you're saying it, it's real news again. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
So wait, he had a government address that went public. I can only imagine what that's gonna be like. That's probably
just-
gone by now.
I'm just gonna keep refreshing all night, waiting for new fucking news.
He's gonna wake up in the middle of the night going one of these things. Ready? Like this. And fall asleep and see it
Are you
again.
kidding me? He's gonna jerk off going to sleep to all that shit.
We talk about he did it early. He did it in between break.
So I'm gonna rub one out. This is fucking fantastic. Let's go.
Well, he also said that Trump should be impeached, which
He did?
also I agree with you. A broken clock is right twice a day, but he wants JD Vance to replace him, which JD Vance is also garbage, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's a no go.
hmm
Musk for president 2028.
You can never
Jersey Schmedium will have the exclusive Elon Musk
interview.
as he announces that he's gonna run. You heard it here first, folks. That's
You heard
it.
it here first. Jersey Schmediums live from Saturday Night Live.
Who the fuck is Jersey Schmedium? Hell, these assholes.
I think I would actually be nervous.
You'd be nervous talking to Musk.
Because of the death threats I would receive.
Oh. That's the only reason why you'd be nervous.
I have to go into hiding after that interview.
Oh man, he's gonna have to go into the witness protection program after this interview. This is
Seriously.
great.
Seriously.
You better start scripting your questions, and
Oh, I would have.
he's gonna chat GPT all of his questions.
AMA, we're the people who are interviewing Musk with 28 followers. Please, what questions should we ask him?
We could post on Reddit and just start compiling.
I think it would be a repeat of the barbecue night. It would be the exact same.
Dude, if you could do 3 hours of that with Musk, that would be amazing. That's
it would
content.
That is. I am
would be
upset. I am
pure
upset.
content.
I am
would be the
upset that didn't
exact thing
record.
that-
If that
I'm
shit would
not.
have recorded, man,
Yeah,
I
but-
was gonna give that to Lewis, and I was gonna say, hey,
No, if you
we'll
put
cut
that
it
on
up.
the internet,
AI faces
No.
or something.
no, if you chop that up and put it on, I would literally end your life.
You see that? More death threats.
He
Here we
must
are.
be. He
Listen,
must be those left.
I'm not a pacifist. I'm not just
Yeah.
because I'm a leftist does not mean I'm a pacifist. All right. You know.
Yeah, at least you admit it.
Mm.
Well, I'm not what Fox News pretends like leftists are. You know,
They pretend.
they make up their own boogeymen.
Oh, I'm about to say
You know.
that's it.
I'm
It's just
just- I wonder-
entertainment. It's not actual news.
What do you
Come on.
think? What do you think the talking points are going to be from Fox News? Because it depends who they back is really going to steer the conversation for the right wing. Because you know that literally they all fall in line are the talking points.
Trump Jr.? I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think they're going to say? Who do you think they're going to back? Fox News.
I
It's
have
gotta
no
be
idea.
Trump.
I have no
No,
idea.
no, it's gonna 100% is gonna be Trump.
Because they
Unless-
want that
because-
bill to pass, so they
Right.
have to back Trump.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I
Backing
mean-
Elon does not get them the Christo-fascist dictatorship they want.
You had one of his biggest fans, though, MGT, come out and say, "What the fuck are we passing here? What is this shit?"
MTG. But yeah, well, that's nice. of you.
MGT,
Oh,
MTV, whatever the fuck her name is. I don't know.
yeah, but that's the thing is like they make like play acting at every now
But
and then
she
countering him. but
she
she'll
admitted
back
to
him.
it. She's like, "Yeah, I voted for it, but I didn't know what was in it." It's like, like,
Well, I mean,
what the fuck, man?
Every
They-
accusation a confession. with the
Yeah.
right wing.
they
It's
did it,
unbelievable.
but at the same time, it's her wiping her hands, right? Oh, I didn't read it. Like, well, hold on. Why are you even in office if
She's
you're not
like,
reading the shit that's coming?
It
through?
was my party. I thought I was voting for what was in the best interest of Americans.
well, that's
Yeah, okay.
that's a horrible excuse. It's like you signing a contract and not reading what the fuck it says.
Uh huh. That's
I'm
exactly
not
what's
gonna, well,
happening.
I'm not going to read a toss. I'm not going to read a toss.
How many pages was it again?
800 plus.
See, that's the problem. Like they released that shit and they want you to vote on it in 24 hours. Nobody's reading 800 pages in 24 hours. Like, come on.
You
And
can. They have like
do
a
it on
bunch of
purpose.
concerns, read it and summarize and get the clip notes. Like that. I mean, that's you have a team, but you know that. Listen,
but
you're not. You're not. If you're on the right wing, you're not real big
I think-
readers.
I think that should be
Right.
banned. Like, I think they need to like max that at like 50 pages max. If
Like,
if there's
get-
more
get-
shit, if there's more pork,
They just,
break it up.
The font size. They just change the font size.
Double sided.
They'll always loophole their way out of it. Don't
It-
worry
it-
about that.
You'll need a loop to read it. That's how fucking small the font will be.
Yeah.
You said you need a lube to read it.
Loop, I think, but I think it meant magnifying glass.
I meant loop. I mean,
I
if you
know-
want
I
lube,
know, I
if you want
know.
lube while you're reading it,
I don't
then,
know
you
what that means. You need a loop to read it. I don't know what
it's-
that
Isn't a loop? Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
one of
that's
those
why-
little-
That's
a
why you're.
magnifying glass or a
That's
monocle.
why.
But
That's why
it's-
you're being deported, Miguel.
it's
Because you know what a
called a
loop
loop.
is. Yeah,
No,
us,
it's not.
us,
It's never
us
been called a loop.
Americans. Us Americans call that a loop. Okay.
Okay. All right.
A loop.
For them.
Let's see.
There's no way you're gonna Google
Is it a
loop.
link?
He chat
I'm lo-
GPT'd
I'm
it. That's why
looking for
Miguel.
I could have sworn it's called a loop.
He chat GPT'd
It's
it.
either a magnifying glass or a monocle you're thinking of.
LOUPE. Also known as a loop lens or a hand lens. A handheld magnifying tool used to see small details more clearly. A fucking loop.
Oh, I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Sex, drugs,
You're getting deported.
cocaine, and
You're getting
ketamine.
deported, bro, because you don't know
Hold
what that,
on,
what that
let me
is.
do this.
Oh, here we go.
Loop lens.
A loop
Oh,
lens.
LOUPE?
They always call it a
Holy
loop.
shit.
Yeah, it's called a loop.
Yeah,
A
dude.
know
simple,
what?
small
You know what?
magnification device.
Dude, you know what? If
I
you were
apologize.
American,
You
if you
are
were
right.
American, if you were American, you would
You
know
are
that.
right.
That's why you're being
I'm
deported
right.
first.
Yeah, if you're
Wow.
right, you're being deported. You can't. No. That's it. Yeah, be
know
careful
what?
when
I
you say you're
apologize.
right, because right can
I
mean multiple
apologize.
things.
Yeah.
Mea culpa.
When you're
You
correct.
are. You're right, and you're right, Lewis. You're right, and you're right.
Doesn't that cancel out?
It's true. It does cancel out.
Yeah.
It's probably not pronounced loop. It's
Unless
probably
you're in
pronounced a bit
NASCAR.
differently. It looks like a French spelling.
I think it is LOUPE. My name is kind of in it.
It looks like those jewelry like the jewelers they use those.
They always call those a loop. They're always like this, and I think some of them you can twist to like go in and out of
Yeah.
focus and stuff.
I've honestly in my entire life never heard that.
I've heard it called a loop. Yes.
I just never heard them called anything. Just thought they were just like magnifying glasses.
Well, no, because magnifying glass is like it has a handle. This you have to hold with
Yeah.
your finger. Like that's, yeah.
Learn something new every day.
You hear that, chat? Today's word of the day is loop,
Yeah, and
Always something new to learn.
And
spelled the
mention-
French way.
I think Miguel's gonna get deported because he didn't know what that was.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Happy to go.
This
happy to
is
go.
fine.
Happy to go.
Where will you go? Japan?
That'd be
Spain?
nice. They would deport me there. Spain's good too.
I want to say, where would they deport you to?
El Salvador.
Yeah. Hey, at least he's clear about
I'm
it.
not gonna
He
choice.
knows exactly
getting-
where he's
I'm
going.
not
not gonna
getting a
choice.
choice.
Yeah,
I'm not getting a choice.
he's gonna be in a cell with 100 men, and they're gonna have their ball sacks out hanging on each other when they have to come out.
That is
bald-
And
incredibly.
again, I've warned you about. I've
it's
warned you about having
incredibly
these fantasies
detailed.
on the podcast.
dude.
That's
Dude,
incredibly.
I
detailed.
watched. Have you? Hold on,
He
have
watched-
you
I bet you
watched?
watch. I bet you watch balls on heads.
Have you guys watched the documentary? Like how they treat these guys?
on Grinder. What is this?
No, I have not watched it.
What
I saw some clips. Like,
Well,
you know,
in
they
El
shave their
Salvador?
heads.
In El
Yeah,
Salvador, yeah. Like they
Oh.
made them
Huh.
shave their heads off and they made them go
Yeah.
come out in
Shave their
underwears.
heads. Shave their
What
heads
is,
off.
what is this? Shawshank?
Wake
What
up.
the fuck?
Sure.
It's like
Worse than
American History
Shawshank.
X.
It's worse than Shawshank.
Yeah. It's like 80,000 prisoners in one big ass maximum.
That's
Fucking
like
facility.
what was
Called
that?
New Australia.
Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh my
Was
those
that's right. I
movies
never
are-
saw that one.
Those movies are epic, man.
That they were at Guantanamo
Wait-
Bay, and
Yeah.
what the hell was it that he called? Like, oh, you got stuck in a cell with a big guy named Bubba or some shit, and then he's like,
I never saw it.
"Do you know what a cock meat sandwich is?" He goes, "No, what the fuck is that?" He goes, "That's what they serve here."
Was that the one that also when they had like those two girls playing battle shits?
No, that was
Yes.
the first one. That was
Yeah.
the first one.
That was the first
Oh.
one. Yeah, that was the first one, right?
Was it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those movies in so fucking long. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the first one.
But those movies were never gonna be able to get back because so many sensitive people, man.
I hate hearing that. It's such a bullshit. There's still plenty of offensive comedies that come out. Like, oh, you can't make movies like that anymore. Yeah, we fucking do all the time. Like, offensive shit gets released all the time. I don't want to hear nonsense about can't make movies like that anymore.
Okay,
Get
name one.
out of here.
Name one.
Do you look at the country around you? You think there's people that are worried about something being racist?
I'm asking you, name a movie.
He's deflecting like
I
a
don't wanna watch
politician.
movies.
Yeah,
Damn liberals.
I'm waiting the movie. Go ahead.
I don't know. They don't make comedies anymore. Really, they're too busy
That's
making
exactly what I'm
superhero movies.
saying.
But it's not because it's offensive. It's just because they're making superhero movies left and fucking right all the time.
Jeez.
They're just as offensive.
Just a fucking politician, always fucking deflecting.
You know, you should run. You should run for office.
Yeah, you
Ugh.
should.
God,
The
No,
office
my
of the
thanks.
interior or the exterior or something. I don't know.
sorry, I don't want to work for the Nazi Republic.
The office of hot tubs.
I don't do.
Man.
All right, I'm going.
All right.
I'm going to school. Fuck you guys.
We we have exhausted Miguel. Anytime he talks
Yeah.
about politics, he gets a little hot
He
headed.
shuts down. He shuts down.
His heart beats
Yeah,
at
that's the
250,000 RPMs, and he's just like, I can't deal with this shit anymore. I need to
Yeah.
rest for 3 days just so I can recover. But
So
We're gonna-
before we cut off, are we gonna game or are we gonna be bitches and go?
Well, we
On
don't
our
talk about
way.
it right now. Let's just we say that after. Discuss that after.
he says he wants to be a bitch. What?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Oh, game. Fuck, I got no life. What am I gonna do?
I thought you're supposed to say that off stream too. You're not supposed to admit that out loud.
Yeah, I know, right? What the
Yeah.
hell?
I mean, that's the fact. Well, never mind. They know I have
So,
no life.
So we will be back here again on
Next
the
Thursday.
12th, Thursday the 12th at
Yeah.
same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you again for joining us and are dealing with our shenanigans. And we're going to try to get Elon Musk to talk to Miguel on a future episode. We're
And write it in the
Stay
comments
tuned
there.
for that. Hold
Stay
your breath.
tuned.
We
Stay
want
tuned.
to see if you guys go ahead and put that in the comments so we can make it happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%. So
just flood those comments.
and ping
The millions.
tweet to
The
Elon Musk and
millions.
tell him go ahead, join us. We'll do a one-on-one
At-
with him and Miguel.
At Elon Musk right now with Jersey Schmediums. so that he could
Tag
reach
him.
out, tag him.
There we go.
That Miguel wants to interview him. And
All right, enough. Time to cut off. These 8-minute outros drive me fucking nuts.
See?
If we're going, we're
See,
going.
see how crazy he's
Jesus
getting right
Christ.
now? That's him. He's
Jesus,
exhausted. He
what
needs
is-
his old
what's
man
going
nap.
on?
He
Yep,
needs his old man nap.
that's what exactly he needs.
We
All
are
right, guys.
wrapping it up. Peace out.
Peace out.
See you.
Later, putos.